Yo, Texas right now is going through a hard time with a spike of the Delta variant of the COVID-19 virus right now. They're really going through it. And Governor Dan Patrick, in order to explain why Texas is going to it, went to a good old tried and true method. He hit him with the old blame the blacks, razzle dazzle. He went to an oldie but goodie. Let's blame the blacks. It's all black folks' fault. Everything. Them damn blacks. And Lieutenant Dan Patrick has a history of saying like stupid shit during these trying COVID times. Like he was the lieutenant governor that said that grandma doesn't mind dying to get the economy rolling. Like, yo, I don't know about your grandma. Like, kill your grandma, don't kill mine. Because you're trying to get this money. It's that guy. Same guy. And look, man, I don't want y'all to think that I'm over here blowing stuff out of proportion or making stuff up. So let's just go to Dan Patrick himself and listen to what he got to say and analyze it.
The COVID is spreading, particularly most of the numbers are with the unvaccinated, and the Democrats like to blame Republicans on that. Well, the biggest group in most states are African Americans who have not been vaccinated. And the last time I checked, over 90% of them vote for Democrats in their major cities and major counties.
Hey, man, there is so much wrong with this statement. It's like so much, dog. Undeniably wrong and indefensible. And the first thing that's wrong is the goddamn math. Like, seriously, bruh. The first thing is wrong is the math. Black folks only make up 12% of Texas. And they only account for 15% of the total COVID-19 cases in Texas. So you know what? 15% of all the cases in Texas are black people. Who the other 85%? Not black, guys. Not black. But it sounds good. Yo, it sounds good to instantly blame it on black people. They do the same thing when it comes to the crime rate. Black folks do more crimes. Like, no. Like, it is literally statistically impossible for black people to do more crime than white people. So you get into this funny math where you gotta adjust for population and you start making up stupid concepts, stupid terms that are not real, like black on black crime, to illustrate your point. Instead of saying, yo, man, majority of crime is done by white people. I had this argument with a friend of mine. And real quick, guys, pro tip, if you want to prove somebody's full of shit when it comes to caring about black on black crime or crime in general, whenever they give you the black on black crime rate, instantly ask them, what's the white on white crime rate? And if they don't have the statistics to give you on the white crime rate, it's obvious they don't care about crime. They just want to talk about black people. Also, another free pro tip, crime is only blue collar. Like, nobody really cares about white collar crime. Doesn't exist. So you telling me insider trading? That's all the blacks? The blacks are doing that right there? That's all black people? True story now. Do you know like what is the most violent state? If you exclude the District of Columbia, because the District of Columbia is not a state. Should be, but it's not. Literally, the most crime-ridden state in the Union is Alaska. Real talk, go look it up. Alaska. Alaska is the most crime-ridden state in the Union. And before y'all ask, man, the black population in Alaska is only like 4%, but I'm quite sure they're blaming all the crime on that 4% of black people in Alaska too. Because once again, it's a tried and true method of getting support among a certain type of people. Blame the blacks. The first thing is, man, this is an obvious deflection. Things are bad in your state and you're looking for a reason why everything is bad. And instead of saying, yo, government fucked up, first thing that came to your mind as a Republican was to blame the Democrats. And who vote Democrat? Black people. That is a wild assumption, my guy. Yo, look. Modern politics uses dog whistles to make their point. So instead of saying black, you say urban. And instead of saying white, you say rural. And instead of saying white, you say Republican. Instead of saying black, you say Democrat. Like, a lot of these words are dog whistles encoded in proxies for black and white. And this was the part you're supposed to like connect the dots in your head. You're not supposed to say out loud. And this goes back to what I always say, like, yo, don't tell Republicans this. But black folks are really super conservative as a whole, super conservative and pragmatic. And if the Republican Party ever figures this out, they will have a strong voting bloc. What turns black folks off is racist shit like this. When you say stupid shit like that, you turn black people off. Because being a Democrat or a Republican shouldn't have nothing to do with this health crisis. You are the lieutenant governor of everybody in Texas, my guy. Even the people who didn't vote for you. This was your let's all come together moment. All thing you had to say was, yo, everybody in Texas get vaccinated. As a team, a unit, a squad. That's all you had to say. You didn't have to preface that with Democrat, Republican, black, or white, but you did. You should not be in public service. Well, they blaming the Republicans. Yes, because a lot of misinformation and a lot of anti-mask and anti-vaccine rhetoric is coming from the right. And of course, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick had to double down on this, man, and made it about, oh, well, look what the Democrats are doing. They're trying to divide us. When he said something super divisive. And I really hate this political move. Instead of apologizing, he's like, no, they're trying to make this political when what you said was totally political. It's the common dodge for stuff like this. Now, a lot of y'all gonna be saying, well, what's the problem, Marcus? It's true, 90% of black people vote for the Democrats. Once again, not true, stupid math. People just say that to divide you. It's literally Dan Patrick using black people as a wedge issue to get white people on his side. Because once again, 90% of black people don't vote Democrat, nor do they consider themselves liberal. Like, ask a black person. Like, I'm like one of the few black people that say, yeah, I'm liberal and progressive. Ask other black people. Like, go talk to your black friends. I guarantee you, a majority of them gonna be like, nah, I ain't liberal. I promise you, bro. Especially in the South. Like, California black people may be different. I don't know no black people in Wyoming besides Kanye. He conservative. But seriously, ask your black friends. And if you ain't got no black friends, that's probably part of the problem. And that's probably why Dan Patrick said this, because he probably knows a lot of you white folks ain't got no black friends. And you can't let this slide, dude. Because if you let this slide, it's gonna keep on snowballing and the division is going to get greater. So once you see stupid shit like this, you got to call it out. And Dan Patrick, once again, is one of the dumbest people in public office ever. Like, Texas, why don't y'all get this guy the hell out the paint? Seriously. Ugh.